Well, good afternoon, everybody, and I thought I'd share a bit of some of the testing I've been doing on hedge mode. So today, another short today, but on hedge mode. I've been practicing on BNB. So caught a short today on the M pattern. We did with a short at 520 and built some profits to open a long on the same contract. So for those that don't know, on Binance itself, you have an option on preference. On position mode, you can gather one way, so that means you can only open one contract at a time, either long or short. But if you put it on hedge mode, using the same liquidity or funds, you can open one contract and can hold both long and shorts with the same liquidation price. So a little bit different. So make sure that you learn the mechanics of this before you even do any testing. The purpose I'm doing testing is then I can pass on that information to the community. So this is the representation of what I've been using here. So identify some key areas. So I wanted to build a position over a period of 5 hours. So as you can see, my funding is 0 because of the status that I currently hold on a VIP, so it's charging me nothing. I'm using Cross, and I started with 20 BNB on my short, which at that price, let me just have a quick little gander, 20 BNB was, what was that, at give or take 520. So that was 10,400 US dollars worth. Okay, so the purpose of using a hedge mode is to identify a short and load up as many contracts as you can. So I went full in X20 and caught and moved down to the downside. And as I caught the move to the downside, I got to a point where I had enough profit to cash out and open a long on the same position. Okay, so what that means, you can see a key point where I open my original long, okay, which is the purple line right here. I opened the long and caught. So even though I was on profit on my short was still live. Okay, I sold some of the contracts to use the profits from the short to buy a new position on long. Okay, and I wrote that, took some profits and virtually killed that long. Okay, and then my short was still active and continued taking profits down, and again I went in here and opened another long, wrote that up, cut it out, but I didn't kill it, I just left it. Okay, so the key on this is to ensure that the short that you put on, you put decent size, because in essence you're going to use that size to build enough profit so you can open a long, so without using your trading account funds. So as you can see, this position started pretty much around, yeah, about 9:30. I was at 9 o'clock watching it anyway. So identified pattern, okay, wrote it down. So I've milked that position, 2 longs, okay, kept the long open, and then rode it again all the way down, okay, selling the contract. So this was that's almost depleted now, so this is coming towards the end. I can't do anything else more because I've virtually milked the position dry, as you can see here. But as you go down, okay, and you are, let's say this is my original entry, okay, where is it, here, okay, for my long, okay, you're building the position using the profits that you're selling off of the short. So as you buy at the lower prices, you're moving your long entry lower and lower. So this was the original, as you can see now is down here. So then I decided to just let it play out. Still kept taking profits, and virtually went in here, orange line, bought more contracts. So I've built up a long position of 83,000 contracts, which at the moment in the margin is 83. BNB, and the current price at the moment is 499, and that's around 41,000 US dollars. Okay, so because I've now depleted the shorts, I can't virtually extract anything more. So if I had more to begin with, I would have probably entered a long position here and bring my entry further down. Okay, the goal is to bring it as low as possible. Okay, so when there's an upside movement like this, if I managed to bring that to around here, I would have caught it there, and I would be on profit. So as you can see, we have a nice W pattern. Okay, on the 1 minute time scale. Okay, it's virtually pulled back, confirm, and continue to the top side. So this position itself, and now is virtually coming towards the end. Now I've milked enough profits out of this, so you can see here my balance is 124 excluding the 83. So in essence I could buy, when the price goes even lower, buy more contracts on the long and bring my original entry down here, so when it turns to the upside I catch it, and I'm both on profit on the still on a short, but that's virtually 8 contracts, so it's almost dead anyway. But the key here now is to virtually bring this low so we catch the upside. So we almost did it here. You can see we weren't too far away, 504, 503. So, but I can do that anytime, but I don't want to do that because this is testing. Okay, just because you have massive size, not everybody has that. So I hope you find this useful. Okay, so this position itself, total as it stands right now, without catching the upside to the mega profit. Okay, so 83,000 contracts. When it catches that and breaks through, we're talking some serious BNB. So at the moment, this is 128 plus 83. That's 211 at the current price, which is $500. That is a $105,000 trade right there, and that is now gone to 2 o'clock. So from 9 o'clock, well, I'll probably cut it at 1:30. No, there's 1, 2, 1, 2, there's 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's a 5-hour trade, 105k as it stands without catching the upside. So God knows how much profit we're going to pull this out if this plays out the way. So I hope this is insightful. It's something that I'm testing, and as you know, I've been doing shorts, but there's always a room to try different strategies to build that short. Okay, so it's a different way of building a position. Okay, utilizing the short and the long. Okay, so the key is to design the strategy for side action. When your coin is just going to the side, if you catch your long here, okay, sorry, a short here, and then you got your long entry at the dip. If you have a range. Okay, so every time it moves up and down, you can milk it all the way. So while you're waiting for this to virtually play out. Okay, so I got to learn a lot about BNB today. Very, very highly manipulated by Binance and the market makers, and you can see that the drops, that it was a fast drops, ridiculously fast drops every single time. So because we know this, we can capitalize on it. All right, so I mean, chart wise, for a weekend, I'm taking the weekend off. I'm going to my mum's right now, do a bit of gardening, catch the stream later on tonight. I'm not trading tonight, don't have to. I'm disciplined enough to understand that, take what you need when you need it, and that's it. Okay, and hopefully you guys don't do the same mistakes as some other people that already messaged me today. They got wrecked on BNB because it spiked. See that wick? That wrecked a lot of people today. Okay, but it wasn't a surprise, because if they went in a 15-minute, and this is where history. Okay, you see, that's why my chart is full of lines. Okay, it's firstly the tapping into the liquidity of the long positions retailers took on earlier today. Okay, sorry, yesterday. Okay, last night. And you'll notice that the lowest, it was a 447, so they can still go further down. Okay, so they already only got 479. Okay, that's the daily low for today. All right, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed this, and happy days, and have a great weekend.